You're thinking about a Tesla, there are so many tips and tricks to your Tesla that are not talked about in the manual. In this video, I'm going to go over 12 of my most favorite. Let's go over these tips and tricks for your Tesla. I have a list of 12 right here of my most favorite. Let's get right into it with point number one. Has everything to do with a free battery test. So did you know all you have to do is go to the Tesla app and you want to type in request service under your Tesla app, and then you select battery, range, and then you type in loss of range. This will give a free battery diagnostic test. Even if there's no range loss per se, you can just check the health of your battery for free. So the really cool thing is this is all done remotely and for free, so you don't have to take your Tesla in and you don't have to have a technician come to your house. With that being said, let's get into point number two. So did you know that I save over $2,000 on my charging versus gas cost over the past 12 months? That's a pretty good savings. Well, how do you save even more? Here's a big Tesla tip. So here in Pittsburgh, my off-peak hours are only 2 cents roughly for kilowatts per hour, and that is 4.5 times less expensive per kilowatt hour than the other hours I could charge my Tesla, so I could save even more money. That's a big tip, is make sure to Google your city's off-peak and super off-peak hours. Point number three is a feature that I use frequently, so I want to let you know of this Tesla tip. Did you know with premium connectivity, you can now live view the cameras surrounding your Tesla? So if you're parking it somewhere unfamiliar, if you want to check while you're shopping on your Tesla, or if you have a pet in the vehicle, you can see outside of your Tesla from your phone. And now a new feature was just added. You can see the inside of your car as well. Premium connectivity is at this time $9.99 a month. I think it's totally worth it for those really cool safety features for your Tesla. Point number four has everything to do with faster charging. We talked about how to get cheaper charging with super off-peak hours. Make sure to look those up. But how do you get even faster charging? Even if you know where you're going, this is a really important tip. I actually forgot to do this last time I went to a supercharger. So if you're going to a supercharger, you want to plug in that supercharger's destination through the GPS of your Tesla, and even Tesla recommends this, and here's why. It'll get you even faster charging. Your battery will start getting to the optimum temperature to actually get you the fastest charging and most efficient charging. This is really important if you're on road trips, if you're trying to get in and out of maybe a quick pit stop. Make sure to plug in that GPS location so your Tesla can begin that preconditioning. Point number five and point number six kind of go together. I think these ones are probably one of the two most used features and tips that I want to make sure that you know. But before we get into five and six, if you could consider tapping that subscribe button. I am trying to do this full time to bring you even more videos. And if you are considering a Tesla, consider the best accessories down in the links in the description below. It does support the channel if you purchase those products or other products off of those links. Let's get into point number five and point number six. So did you know that your car has what's called keep mode? Now, not a lot of Tesla owners talk about this. I make this mistake a lot. So I'll go into the store and I'll forget if I turned off my Tesla to precondition the climate inside of my vehicle or heat the vehicle. But I can tell you, keep mode, if you're just running into a store, if maybe you forgot something in the house in the dead of winter, in the heat of summer, your car's temperature can change very quickly. So keep mode will keep your car's temperature at whatever you set it as for those brief in and out trips. And that is a really good feature I want to make sure you know. Point number six kind of goes with keep mode in that climate control, and that is point number six, some of the most useful tips as far as voice commands for your Tesla. Point number six, voice commands, there are two that really stand out. Now you can control the climate, you can increase or decrease temperature, set temperature with the voice control, but there are two specific ones I want to make sure you know of. If you're in your vehicle and there is an accident around you or something something that you want to record, maybe something suspicious. You want to make sure you have video evidence. Well, a really quick way to do that is to click the voice commands and say, save that. And let's go over the next voice command. This one's not as major, but I use it all the time. So if you're driving, a really easy way to open the glove box is to say, open glove box. And this is good because your passenger might not know how to operate the Tesla screen, because that's how you open the glove box. There's no button, there's no latch or anything. You have to go into the screen. And if you have a passenger who's trying to get some napkins or whatever happens to be, if they're trying to open it and they can't figure it out, you can save them the time trying to figure it out, and you can click that voice command and say, open glove box. Point number 7 has everything to do with your Tesla app and the customizations and tips that you're going to use almost on a daily basis. If you like to have the Sentry mode button, maybe the trunk release, maybe the lock icon on your Tesla app, you can actually click and hold and rearrange your apps that'll show as primary on your Tesla app. This is really good to customize for maybe how you like to see it versus how it comes whenever you download it. So did you know that's a really useful tip, especially in those warmer or colder seasons? You can have defrost as one of them. This is a really good tip to know. Point number 8, this feature in my mind is actually pretty hidden. It's a hidden feature, if you will, and not a lot of people just know this basic feature. Where is the e-brake of your Tesla? There's no levers to pull or a brake to press down. It's actually in the right steering column, and you press that button once to park your vehicle, and there's some confusion around this. Your Tesla does have an emergency brake or a parking brake. So how to access that is you want to click that button and you want to hold it in, and that's how you activate the safety parking brake. Point number 9, did you know that you can adjust the height of your trunk? Maybe you're a taller individual, maybe you're a shorter individual. Well, if you're trying to adjust the height, you want to pull the trunk down manually to where you would like it to be, and then you press and hold until you hear a chime that'll confirm that that is where you set your trunk height. Now, every single time you open your trunk, that's the default now height that it will open to. So this one's really good if you're loading particularly large items or tall items. You can put that trunk all the way up. If you're going to be in and out of your vehicle, maybe you're moving or just moving stuff around, it's good to adjust that height to where you need it to be. Point number 10, this is literally a hidden feature, if you will, of your Tesla. Now, it's not really a feature that comes with a vehicle, but many drivers have pointed out, and I don't even know if this is an intentional feature, but there is a secret grocery hook screw in your trunk. They sell products specifically for this screw that'll screw in and it'll act like a grocery hook to give you even more space, especially helpful if you're looking at the Model 3 because it is a little bit of a smaller vehicle in that it's a sedan. So now you can hold umbrellas or grocery bags or whatever it happens to be to get it off of that trunk floor to give you even more storage in that trunk. Point number 11, now in the unfortunate circumstance that your Tesla no longer has power, and let's say you have something valuable that you need to take with you, maybe a purse or whatever happens to be in the frunk. Well, if you don't have power, how are you going to open that? If you can't open it through your Tesla and you can't open it through your app, there's actually a hole that you can punch open and pull out 2 wires. And here you can attach a charge, and that'll give you just enough power to open your frunk. Now, again, this is more or less in the rare circumstance that you don't have power, but it is helpful to know just in case you need that frunk open. Last but not least, point number 12 has everything to do with the brand new referral program that was just adjusted at the end of 2022. And now, if you are welcoming others to the Tesla community and you bring on folks who buy a Tesla or Tesla products, you can earn rewards that you can save up and use at the Tesla shop or other items that Tesla is offering. And you can find all of your credits in your loot box of your app. There are so many other features and functions and tips and things within your Tesla and within the Tesla screen that I want to point out. So I don't want you to miss those. So make sure to subscribe to get those videos and future videos. And of course, the only way I know that you liked this video is to drop a like. Again, this is Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.